What is up, everybody? It's Isaac Parks here, also known as Isaac Punts, your favorite punting enthusiast on YouTube, also a punter myself, and today we're going to be going over the weekly roundup of NCAA punting. What has happened, what's going on, who's doing good, who's doing bad. Actually, I'm not going to talk about who's doing bad, because it's me. I'm down bad this week. I got into a car accident, completely totaled my car, but that's aside the point. That's not going to stop me from kicking, though it may try. It may very well try. But anyway, let's hop right into it. First thing that we're going to take a look at here, okay, is we have Raise 8. Okay, Raise 8, Ray Guy Award, the big title. So let's look at who Ray Guy has his eyes on this week. Ben Griffiths, University of South Carolina. Lou Headley from Miami, Adam Korzak from Rutgers, Matt Naranjo from Bowling Green, Tory Taylor, Lane Wilkins, John Young from East Carolina. All these guys had an astounding week, astounding enough that Ray Guy himself wanted to take notice. But that's aside the point. Let's see who our top performers are. Leading the statistical analysis, we got the FBS division. Matt Areza sits firmly in the number one spot from San Diego State University after coming off another impressive game, 7 punts, averaging over 53 yards a punt. He was able to maintain first place with, across 2 games, he's had 16 punts, averaging 55 yards a punt. Guys, that is insane. That goes without saying how crazy that is. That is a huge average. Right up underneath him, Jordan Stout climbs up to second place. Jordan, you're really going to just pour a big old bowl of my own words soup and make me eat it, huh? Just make me eat my own words. Disgusting, but dadgummit, I'll do it. If you keep performing like this, 2 games, 10 punts, 53 yards per punt. Up right beneath him, Ryan Stonehouse falls down 1 position in second place last week, leading the nation with 55 yards per punt. Now, 2 games, 10 punts, only 51.8 yards per punt, still very respectable. Right beneath them, Rutgers, BYU, Iowa. All these names should sound familiar. They were all part of Raise 8s for having outstanding games. All pumped them up into that ranking top 6 right there. Next, we're going to take it over to our FCS rankings, where we have Idaho State's Kevin Ryan leading the nation right now. 2 games, 8 punts, 418 yards per punt. Huh? No, not per punt. 418 yards of total puntage. 52.25 yards per punt. Next beneath him, a familiar face, Jake Girardi from Southern Utah, a junior. 2 games, 10 punts, 51.1 yards per punt. And then you got Grant Burkett from Missouri State. 2 games, 10 punts, 50.8 yards per punt. Let's take it over to D2, my favorite division, everybody's favorite division for punting, the Wild Wild West. We have leading it Dylan Grubbs from Indiana, PA University. 1 game, 5 punts, 50.6 yards per punt. Very, very respectable. Then you have Parker Burleson, Delta State. 2 games, 8 punts, 46.25. Gunnar Jones, Chadron State, 45.56. Something you might not notice on here is as there's a couple very prominent names I spoke highly of that have not made their way onto this list. One name in particular that dropped off, and that is my man Clayton Kreil. Had an outstanding game on Saturday, launching a 71-yard punt to be downed on the 3-yard line. Clayton, why is he not on the list? Well, little known fact, if you don't average more than 3 punts per game, they will not include you in the NCAA list on their website. Clayton has punted 3 times in the first game, only twice last game, meaning that he has been excluded from this last game. Quite unfortunate. It really is. But it's the way the cookie crumbles, because next time he has a game with 4 punts, he's going to surprise everybody. Clayton is currently averaging over 50 yards a punt across his 2 games, but that's just for everybody to be surprised. So everybody sit down, buckle up in D2, think that you're doing all right, and just get blown away. Aside from that, some big performers in D2. Right in my own backyard, we have Michael Owen from Lenore Ryan doing pretty good for himself. Max Pete has the most punts across 2 games. He has 18 punts and is still averaging 44 yards a punt. Very respectable. Max was a guy that I always kept my eye on when I was playing. I don't know how he's still playing. He says he's a senior. I'm guessing he's just taking that seniorhood just straight to the bank. But aside from that, let's keep looking here. Some notable performances out of FCS. Mr. Seth Vernon in a huge game against the Washington State Cougars comes out, averages 49.6 yards per punt. This tall 6'6" punter is somebody I competed against personally, so I felt the strong urge to shout him out. Very good game by Mr. Seth Vernon. But as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Stay tuned for next week's weekly roundup, where I'm just going to go over some notable performances by punters in the NCAA. Keep you guys updated with who's the best. I'll do the research so you don't have to. As always, have an amazing day. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Peace.
Travell Harris standing back at the Cougar 13-yard line. He took the kickoff return 50 yards the last time he touched the ball. This is a good kick, and that will go into the end zone and through it.